Hello, and welcome to another video. I know some of you have been waiting for this title. I feel like I'm going to use this introduction for any video that I might do just like this because I have a strong warning before we get into this video, and that is I am not a practicer of any new age madness, okay? Any of the essential oils I show you, hot stones, or anything like that, I don't believe that these things hold any special nothing, honestly. And I want to just give you a strong warning. If you're watching this video because you think that I'm going to share with you some healing secrets or something like that, there's only one mediator between God and man, and that is Jesus Christ. And I also want to tell you, if you can see all the other videos here on this channel, that I have one goal here, and that is to warn those of you who decide to go off into various practices, especially sorcery is highly practiced in the field of massage, just in case some of you don't know that hell awaits all who do not pick up their cross and follow Jesus. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get into today's video. So if you've been here for a long time, you know that this channel used to be filled with massage videos, okay? It was the content that I did the most of, and the Lord told me to take them all down, and leave it all alone, leave it all behind. And that is exactly what I did. And Lord, have I been blessed before, because I followed exactly what the Lord told me to do. And now we're back. Now we're back with a sort of new perspective and no poor influences. When I think back about some of those videos, and when I even look back at the ones that are kind of still lingering around, I see the influence that the school that I went to and just different things had on my life. And guess what? I'm telling you right now, I have no parts in it. I have seen some of the craziest things as it relates to this field. And I would love to share with you, with those of you who actually you want to go into this field, because this is a field that the Lord has called you into, not because you think you're you think you're a healer outside of the only God that can heal. No, this is not going to be the channel for you, because that's foolishness. Some people I see have taken up they got into massage because they want to be just sure enough freaks. Okay. You want to look upon people's bodies and touch people's bodies inappropriately. Like I said earlier, hell awaits for not only the witch, not only the sorcerer, but also the sexually immoral. So you can take that for what you will. But I have worked in various situations. I have worked in my own suite, in other massage establishments. I have worked in mobile massage for other people. I've worked mobile massage for myself. I've done chair massage for other people. I have done chair massage for myself. I have done a lot of things over this short span of time, 4.5 years, about to be 5 years that I have been a massage therapist. I've learned a lot, but like I told you, some of the things that I learned just weren't good. And I have come down to one conclusion, and that's that, you know what? If the Lord doesn't want to heal you here in this massage, there's nothing that I can do. So my only prayer is that He answers your prayer to be healed in this massage. That's the best thing that I can give you. And I can give you a good massage. So people have said, and I know it to be true, honestly, because like I said, it's a place that the Lord has pushed me back to. You get a good massage, but don't come up in here acting like I'm some healer, because I'm not. Okay, and a lot of you guys are out of order. You're out of order. I'm telling you right now, you're out of order, girl. You're out of order. So there's that. I'm going to show you the what's in my bag, and then we're going to be back to chat. All right, so here is the backpack. Alexa, stop. This backpack, my husband ordered for me from Amazon. I will try to put as much for you on the screen. This is not about getting commissions or anything like that, so you can go and find the best prices however you choose. On the side here, I just have my hand soap. I found that a lot of times when you go to a client's house, either they have that like frilly hand soap, when I mean frilly, like that Bath and Body Works stuff, or they don't have anything at all. Maybe they don't consider it, but I consider it, so I keep this in here. These are some Clorox wipes that I just put inside of a bag because it's less space. In this back compartment right here, I have a knitted blanket, and this is just a blanket that I like to use to cover my table. I have had different blankets over the years. As a matter of fact, the other blanket's wrapped over there. So there's that. This is why I really, really love this bag in comparison to the bag that I had before. Like I showed you guys in that other video when I told you I would show you inside of this bag. There's another green bag in there. Go and watch that video if you want to see it. So it zips like this and then opens like a suitcase, which is very nice, and it has compartments inside. So like a suitcase, it has compartments inside, and the first thing I have here is hot stones, and they're all ready to go. This is not the hot stone warmer that I had before. I had a different one, and honestly, I liked it. I did test this. This thing takes 32 minutes to heat up fully, and that's about the same as the other one that I had. I like to keep these little things. You can find these at Burlington Coat Factory, I know for sure. They're basically just little, like, you know, perfume things, and you can't smell this, but this smells so good, and it's just sitting here in the bag so that my sheets and stuff smell fresh when I take them out, even though yes, they have been washed. This is a weighted blanket. For space purposes, I didn't get like the really big one. I have a really large one on my bed, but this one is just like a lap size one, just to put across the low back. And I also find that when you're doing clients who perhaps have like bigger bums, something like this, having the heavier blanket, even if it is like the knitted blanket that I showed you, it helps to keep the blanket in place so it's not sliding all over the place. This backpack actually came with a wet bag. I do have a larger laundry bag just in case I'm doing like a larger amount of clients. It's inside of my massage table, but here is the what do you call it, my laundry bag. It's actually like a wet bag, but it's what I'm going to be using for my laundry bag. Here are my sheets, nice and white. Sheets, we'll talk about sheets a little later. Okay, here are my sheets. They're nice and white. I do have a flannel set as well, but this is the ones that I have here. I like to keep at least one set in here, and I also like to keep one set in my massage table bag, and then make sure that I double check to make sure I have all the pieces, because there's nothing like getting ready to set up for your massage table and then having the client have to lay on your headrest without one of these things on it. I also have these towels. Now these are towels that I just purchased. I absolutely love them. If you can see what that looks like, and it feels really, really nice as well. Kind of like a microfiber fleece kind of feel. I like to keep a client for myself as well as a client for herself. A towel for myself as well as a towel for the client. This backpack actually has, like I said, just like a suitcase, you can button it up here. This was my husband's idea, and I can tell you what, I really love it. I also like to keep my service things inside of my backpack. Now you have to know how you work. If you're one of those people who you give away stuff for free, if somebody sees it and they ask for it, maybe you want to keep these things at home. But you know, I know how to say, you know, what the price is for adding on things and such like that. So this is just a little wet bag as well. And then I got these blue cups. I have used the clear ones before by the same people, all the same thing. Okay. And this bag as well also has like a charger, so I'm able to plug up my speaker. And then here's the, hold on, so I can plug up my battery pack inside of here, and then right here you're able to actually plug the speaker directly into it, so that's pretty nice as well. And then we're gonna move this over here. Oops. And here I have my speaker. I got this speaker from Ross, I believe it was. It was very inexpensive in comparison to the price that it actually goes for online. So I would definitely double check your Ross if you're looking for a speaker. A lot of the times, you know, the clients don't have the music set up. I like to bring music. It's completely up to you. And then make sure that it's charged. And even if you haven't made sure it's charged, I would make sure to bring a charger for both your phone and any one of these things inside this bag that needs charging. Make sure that you bring a charger for it. This is an eye pillow. This is one of like my essentials for doing the massages. I recently purchased this one. If I'm honest with you, it's a lot more expensive than I would have wanted to pay for it. They call it a weighted blanket for the eye, so it's really nice. However, this is new. This is not the one that I used before. And then inside of here, I kept that together so that kind of the scent can, you know, wipe off on it. Now you heard my disclaimer at the front part of this video. I use these strictly for scent purposes, you know, just a special addition to the massage for no other reason. So I don't care about the name brand and stuff like that. And this is the one that I chose. I've used many different brands, so all the same thing. I just would choose one that has like all of the basic scents in it. So let's put this back in here. And then you could even go a step further and then like actually put like a little label. You see how I put my name? I ain't gonna show you my phone number on there. How I put my name on here, I would do like, you know, I would you could like put something right there saying, and here's the eye pillow and such, so that you don't have to like, you know, just be making a mess every time you go inside of your bag. But what I like to do is at setup time, just go ahead and take everything that you need out of the bag. And if you're thinking if it's heavy, it is. I mean, it feels like it's at least a good 50 pounds. I'm gonna bust it up. This just helps to take some weight off the zippers. So. Okay. Now, I don't know what I put in here. Anything. Okay, so this also, this is something new. I used to just use my phone. However, I find when you're doing like, you know, couples massage, it's easier if we have something that we can both use, or we can both pay attention to. This timer actually allows you to turn off the sound and turn off the light, so that it's not making a boop, boop, boop noise. Like, I just need to see it. I don't necessarily need it to make noise. And you just kind of, hold on. Oops. You just turn it like that. So, very nice. There's that. And this actually came with the bag as well. This little, looks like a little lunch kit, but it's like a toiletry bag. And in it, I just have, you know, more oils. You can put things like muscle rubs and things like that in there. These are all extras. So I put these in here. And I have sore muscle. And then I have the lavender massage oil, because like I said, some people really like the scent of it, including myself. And this is a tiger balm. Now I have tiger balm like for my own personal use, but it's like this. And I wouldn't use something like this that you have to dig your hand in when you're working with clients. I personally would not, so I chose to buy this, which is it has a pump. Okay, that's all that's in there. I really don't want this to be pressing against there, but you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? All right, so I have a front compartment here. I didn't put anything in there because it's like a tight fit. So there's that. This front piece right here is just my personal items. I like to keep some gum or some breath fresheners or a mint or something like that, just for, you know, nobody wants to spend all this money on the massage and your breath stinking, okay? So here is just a little mirror. And like I said, the chargers, I put that in the front here as well. And then some chapstick. That's just my little personal thing right there. So I'm actually going to show you this as well. Let me turn this around. All right, so we're gonna turn it like this just so the phone can continue charging, and this is how we're gonna finish it up. Okay, so I just have a few things to show you. You don't feel compelled to purchase any of this stuff. Like I said, I'm just simply showing you because I know that it's nice sometimes to see what other massage therapists are using. The first thing I have is a business card holder. If you're doing like chair massage events or just events and things like that, I would highly suggest that you bring your own business cards. And this is a holder. You could also use it for holding your phone if you are using your phone for like your timer or something like that, especially during couples massages. As a matter of fact, I could actually even, let me see if that will work. That is perfect. So if I'm doing a couples massage, or even if not, this works. This is a good setup, okay? So that I can see the timer. I love that, actually. So I'm gonna have to add this to my bag that's already loaded down. All right, and the next thing is I like to keep some extra bottles. I've ordered the blue bottles before. It's all the same thing. If you live in like a hotter climate and then you leave your stuff in the car, maybe getting a tinter bottle is better. Keeps the lotion longer, like keeps it from getting rancid. But I just keep extra ones just in case any of the little pumps break, or just in case you want to like add your essential oils inside of the lotions and then offer it to the clients like that. I wouldn't mix up the bottles doing that. So I just keep some extra ones. Another thing is this. I have tried one other brand of massage holsters, and this brand is my favorite. It is very sturdy. I've gotten a lot of compliments from clients and therapists about this one because it's just very sturdy. And then of course you get to choose your cute little print. The back of it, you can actually keep your personal stuff there. So if you're not doing mobile massage and you're like working in a massage establishment or something like that, or even if you are doing mobile massage and you want to put like, maybe you want to put your phone like there for, right here for safety reasons, some gum or something like that, I'll keep the things that I really need. Like nail clippers is something that I usually always have here, because sometimes I'll forget to clip my nails and I'll literally be washing my hands before while the client's getting on the table, and forget that I needed to clip my nails. So I really like this brand. And then it's a double holder. It works really nice. I have oil in one. Like I told you, I bought the blue ones. Here they are. I have oil in one, and then I have lotion in another, and then I also use my label maker to label those. As far as that's concerned, oh no, there's one more thing. There's one more thing, and kind of like my service lineup of things. I feel like I'm just gonna make this video all inclusive so I don't have to revisit this, okay? And pull all this stuff back out again. I also bought a diffuser. Now I have the option to add the aromatherapy, like just regular aromatherapy. Like if you worked for, you know, one of the chains, you know how you use the aromatherapy there, or to set up a diffuser. I would really only set this up, one, if the client paid extra for this diffuser setup, or two, if it was like a party of people and I had more things set up, I would use something like this. I wouldn't just go in for one client and be setting up all this stuff. I just wouldn't. Maybe a client that you know the environment, you know the home and stuff like that, maybe I would. But I find that the goal is, especially when you're doing out calls, is to get in and get out and not be hauling all that stuff. Like I said, if it's a party situation, that's definitely different. So this is the one I bought. I have not used it yet. I've used many different diffusers. They all tend to work the same. So here's this one. And I actually thought it was larger than it is. I don't know if you can see my hand. It's pretty small. Like it's a perfect size for on the go. So let me get the other stuff, because like I said, we're just going to do all of this in one video. Things that I believe that are essentials if you're just getting started. Some of the other things are just luxuries. I honestly think if you are independent, we're kind of all independent. If you're a massage therapist and you meet somebody and then they figure out you're a massage therapist, your goal should always be to, get clients of your own. You know what I mean? So there's that. Okay. So these are things that I think are essentials. Now, you don't realize this if you're working for somebody else. You got to pay for your own oil and your own lotion. This is the brand that I use. I have been using this brand for, all the years that I've been a massage therapist. I haven't had any problems. This is a nut-free oil. I did not know that some of the oils did have nuts in it. We know that sometimes people have nut allergies. I won't have nothing to do with that. This thing say nut-free. So I got this. They have went up on the price over the years, but like I said, that's the one that I like. This is the brand of lotion that I like to use. I haven't had any problems with it. It's the unscented. It's the unscented one. I haven't had any problems with it. No one has had any problems like rashes or anything like that. And it feels really good on my hands in comparison to some of the other lotions that I've used. It's like, it's like thick enough. I just really like those two. Okay. That's the gist of that. Here, if you're doing chair massage, I have a trick for you. but I do not have any paper towels to show you, so I'm just gonna have to tell you. You take the paper towel, you know, the selector size ones, right? And then in the center here is like where you can tear it. You take the two of those and you just tear it a little bit to where they can like flap like this. And then there you have these, but these are not very expensive. So you can just go ahead and buy these. Like I said, especially if your client has paid a lot of money, like if you have a client who booked like a corporate chair massage, something like that with you, and they paid a lot of money for it, just show up they're professional. That's the best advice that I can give you. And then here are these. I ordered these from Amazon, and here they are. It's a pack of 100 and they're just flat disposable. Like I said, even if you do have these, I would still bring the extra, like the paper towel rolls, because paper towels are good for a lot of things. Wiping off the face cradle and all that kind of stuff. So there's those. Hold on, girl, let me check my food. I'm coming right back. All right, and this is another thing that is kind of like for parties. Or maybe you are running a special for like Mother's Day or something like that, and in your price you added like a foot scrub. See, I'm giving you business secrets here, okay? You added like foot scrubs, and then you added like a special setup as well. This is perfect for that. These are flameless candles. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them in here of different sizes, and they're remote controlled. The only thing is you have to use batteries, which is why I will use this for a special setup. They're not giving batteries away. And if you're not like, you know, if you're mobile and you're not like in a suite or something like that, when you're in a suite, I had these in my suite and I just set up everything, and that's cool, and just kind of set the ambiance at the beginning of your day. But if you're mobile, you don't pull these out all the time, okay? All right, so there's that. All right, now I told you in that other video, you'll have to go and look at that, where my husband was like folding my laundry and stuff like that. I have tried a lot of different sheets, and I ordered the sheets that I liked. Okay, I reordered the sheets that I liked because the other sheets were not. I had one set of sheets that when I was doing the massage, like a little, you know, like little fabric balls came off on the client's skin, and I didn't like that, so I returned those very swiftly. I like this brand, okay? This is the brand that I've used. This is the brand that I like. I also like to keep a flannel set just because. I like to have the two options, and I honestly like white sheets. You can choose any sheets that you like. I will tell you that I had green sheets before was the color that I had, like sort of a, you know, like an olive green, and you can see the oil and stuff like that on the sheets. I don't necessarily like that. If the client's skin is dirty, you might be able to see it on the white sheets. That could be a thing, but I like the white sheets. I like them because you can put like a little cap full of bleach in it, and that'd be good. Okay, so I would suggest that you get some sheets that you like. These are the ones that I like. These are the ones that I have used. And I also would suggest that you get at least 3 sets of sheets. One set of sheets is just pushing it. What if something happens to like one of the face cradles or something like that, and then you don't have a face cradle to do the massages with? So I would at least get 3. That way, if you do a back-to-back massage, you still have enough sheets to do another without having to do laundry, and just kind of stack up your sheet collection like that. I don't go crazy. I think I have a total of 5 or 6. Before, I had like maybe 12 sets of sheets. I have like 5 or 6 now, okay? And this time they're all white. So there's that. Let's move on to the next thing. All right, so here is the massage chair. Now, I'm not going to pull it out right now just because I don't feel like pulling it out right now. You can see, though, that this thing has wheels and it's in a nice little bag. Let's sit down and talk about this for a second. I know that it is tempting to get a massage table and a chair that is cheap. But in the end, you're going to want something that you like more than it being cheap, especially if you're doing chair massages. I have not necessarily seen a chair for chair massage that is cheap and it works. I remember I did a chair massage event with a young lady, and the leather from her chair literally cracked all over the place, and then we had to spend time like cleaning up. Well, she had to spend time like cleaning up while the client was there and all that kind of stuff, the floor, because her chair was cracking because it was like cheap leather. So there's two things here. Get something that is good and that's going to last you, or when the thing that you got to kind of hold you over, when you've made the money, you invest the money back into, you know, your business by getting materials that are good. The same thing with your table. You can go on Amazon, you can buy those cheap tables, and then someone gets on your table and breaks your table, and then you're mad, and they're embarrassed. We're all embarrassed because your stuff peeling on the floor. I've seen that comment from other people, even with even with table massages, that the client had a cheap table and the leather started peeling on their floor. How embarrassing is that, to come in and do a mobile massage at somebody's home and then leave behind trash? Because that's essentially what it is. So I understand not everyone has, you know, $500 to $700 to fork over for a new table. But if you are going to get a table to kind of hold you over, like I said, as you're making the money, be putting money aside so that you can get the table that's good. And there are some features, honestly, that are, look at the features. See, use that table that you have if you're using it, and see what features you would like in your next table, and then spend the money and get those features. The table that I have now, so the first table that I have, it was a good table as well. It was a strong light. Was it strong light? Was it earth light? I'll put a picture of the table on the screen. This is the table that I had. It was a very nice table. I took care of it because the table cost, you know, a good bit of money. I also had the little, you know, like I bought the little extra arm thing. And that turned out to be very nice as well. A lot of my clients liked that, and I liked it too because it was more convenient for clients whose arms couldn't fit on the table. The table was heavy. For me, honestly, I carry my table and stuff like that in a wagon, so I'm not necessarily worried about the table being heavy. I'm not about to carry this table around anyway. But to give up comfort for the client and really comfort for yourself because the table's heavy, I haven't found a nice table that doesn't have a little weight on it. So my first table was wooden. I did like it. I did notice that it started to creak a little later on. I used it for in-suite, and then I would use it for mobile as well. So it had a lot of, you know, taken down and being put back up. And then also, if you are one of those people who like to set your table a bit higher, it definitely creaked a lot more when the table was higher. And, you know, if someone who has a little bit more weight got on the table, I was sure to put the table a little lower, because the lower the table is, the more stability it has in the legs. And I don't want anybody to be embarrassed coming in to get a service. Like, that's ridiculous. The new table that I have, it is an aluminum one. I was under the impression that the aluminum tables were lighter in weight. The table, I feel like it's heavier than the table that I had before, but boy, is it nice. It's nice. And my favorite feature of all is the legs. On my wooden table, you had to, so here's the leg, right? It's screwed in like this. You had to unscrew it, you had to take the leg off, and then you had to move it up and down. On the aluminum table, it's like this. Here's the leg. It's a little button that you press, and you move the table up and down like this. You don't have to take apart this thing. You don't have to do that. So as far as like going on house calls and things like that, it's much more convenient in that sense. You're going to have to get the table that works best for you. I don't know of a place that has like massage tables that you can try or anything like that, so you're just gonna have to get the table that's best for you. I would say get the table that suits more clients than not. Like, my son is very tall, 6'4"-ish. I had him lay on my table and his feet does not even like hang off. So I have a table that can fit a wide variety of clients. I learned my lesson last time. I want a good table. I don't want all of the stuff. Okay. So there's that as far as the table and the massage table and the massage chair are concerned. I almost forgot one thing that is really important, honestly, and that is a portable chair. Now, I keep this inside of my massage table, and I actually got it out just for this video. You spin this baby open and you sit on it like a stool. So when you're doing mobile massage, you're able to like do your client's feet and stuff like that and still have a place to sit. You're still able to do the head and still have a place to sit. And you don't have to carry like a large rolling stool or anything like that. If you're doing chair massage events, this is still great to have. And guess what? It doesn't cost a lot. This, and you can use it as like, you know, like put your, here, I have a towel right here. You can put like your towel, your, I don't know, let's say the client got like a foot scrub or something like that, or a candle setup. You can put stuff on here too. It doesn't have to just be the stool. It can be a little table as well. So this is one of the things that when I first started off doing mobile massage, I wish somebody would have told me about. I actually saw another therapist using this during a couples massage, and I said, boy, I better get me one of those. Okay, because I'm over here tired and she's sitting down. So I really like this thing. And then you just hold it like that. Or like I said, I put mine inside of my massage bag, the table bag. And speaking of the table bag, I had a massage bag that had a lot of different compartments on it. I will put that on the screen as well. It was a great bag. It did not fit my table though. It wasn't like a perfect fit to my table, which was good because it was easy to kind of just zip up, put all that stuff in the wagon and roll on. My massage table did come with a bag, but this one was of a much higher quality than the one that my table came with initially, like my old table. My new table, I just left it in the bag that it came with. But there are those options. Now, I have seen therapists use the massage table bag, the same one I just showed you, but the one with wheels, and it looked like a complete disaster. Because remember, I just said it doesn't necessarily fit the table. So those wheels are all over the place and very unhelpful. The most helpful thing I have found when carrying the massage table and the massage supplies is to get a wagon. I mean, like wagon. Girl, what are they going to say? They're worried about their massage. They're not worried about you and your wagon. So I carry all my stuff in the wagon. That saves my back. It saves my back. And trust me, a lot of times doing like couples massage or something like that with another therapist, they'll be looking at you like, sis, can you load my table on that wagon as well? Get yourself a wagon. I know you can use dollies and stuff like that. I have not used a dolly before, so I don't have experience with that. You know what I did? You know the dolly that you use for the suitcase? I used it before, and it would like wobble off, and then your arm was hurting. Then, girl, no, get yourself a wagon. Get a wagon. A wagon is the only thing that I can vouch for. And like I showed you, my chair actually has wheels on it. So just get supplies that don't try to be cheap. Don't try to be cheap and then, hurt your back and stuff like that, especially if you're doing out calls. Get yourself a wagon. Get yourself a wagon. Another thing that I keep inside my table is my massage table bag is the bolster. Get a good bolster. Okay, get a good bolster. They're not very expensive. They're on Amazon. I got the same bolster as I got before. I just got a different color. I have seen larger bolsters. I didn't necessarily like working with the larger bolster when I did work with it, so I didn't get it. I didn't quite understand it. I'm gonna be honest. The thing was like this big, and her legs, I just didn't like it. So maybe I might be using it wrong, but it wasn't my cup of tea. Just get yourself a nice bolster, and that big bolster wouldn't even fit in my bag. Another thing that I keep in my bag is a laundry bag. I showed you the laundry bag inside of my bag, but like I said, if I was doing a larger group, I would carry my laundry bag. That way, when you're taking the linens off the table, you have your massage when you're taking the linens off the table, you have a laundry bag underneath the table, and you're able to put those dirty linens inside. Because let me tell you, when you're doing parties, I did a party of 6 by myself. When you're doing parties, they're focused on, yes, they want to get their massage, but they're also looking like, how's she keeping all this stuff clean with all of us? Okay, so don't give them nothing to look for. Okay, keep it clean, keep it cute. So I hope you enjoyed that piece. If I forgot anything, like I said, I'm not taking any requests or anything like that for videos. If I get the idea to do a video, if the Lord lays it on my heart to do a video, then I'll do it concerning a massage and things like that, but I'm not taking any requests. There will actually be no comments here because we're just not going to do that. Let's talk about clients here. I shared with you guys a while ago that as soon as I graduated, I had at least 50 clients very quickly. I had a whole book of clients. I was in suite. I was making money. It was going very well as far as clients are concerned. But what have I learned about clients? This is what I learned. I learned that you don't steal clients. And the reason why you don't steal clients, yes, you don't steal clients because you shouldn't be stealing, but you don't steal clients because 9 out of 10 times you don't want them. What do you mean, Tanzania? So let's say you're doing mobile massage with Zeal. Do mobile massage with Zeal and don't take Zeal's clients. Do not take Zeal's clients, because if you take Zeal's clients, you're going to have to take Zeal's prices. And you're going to have to take all their rules and policies and stuff like that. When you're working for another company, the one thing that I can tell you that you should do is just pay attention to how they do business and decide how you want to do your business. That's the best advice that I can give you. Don't be taking clients. Just see how they do business and determine how you want to do your business. And your clients will find you. I'm telling you, once someone gets a good massage and that massage therapist leaves, they will come looking for that therapist, okay? They will come looking for that massage, because lazy massages are, aplenty, and a good massage is hard to come by. Good massage is hard to come by. So I just want you to keep that in mind. Like I said, that was just my little tip for this video, because I'm not going to go into all of them. I just want you to keep that in mind. Slow and steady does win this race as far as clients. You don't weigh yourself down, okay? Don't weigh yourself down in these establishments. Just don't weigh yourself down. And while you're weighing yourself down, you're not building your own business. And then something like, we had with C19 happens, and then all of y'all sitting down, nobody got no money and everybody's mad. But you haven't built any clientele for your own. So also, like I said, while you're working for somebody else, be building up your clientele. Don't go in any situation desperate for money, because you're going to find, that desperate for money clientele, and you don't want that. You don't want that. But at the end of the day, you're one person. There's only so much massage that one person can do. And that's what I'm here for. I'm just here to share with you the wealth of knowledge that I have been given throughout the years doing this, just not even just for massage, just business in general. I have a Groupon video that's still here, and it kind of, relates to massage. I also did a review video, and I believe it's still here, and it kind of sort of relates to massage. So I've been doing this for a bit, and I just wanted to share in the wisdom in a way of letting you know, girl, I ain't doing none of that other foolishness that they're out here doing. And trust me when I tell you, if you're in this industry and you don't know some of the foul things that they're doing, maybe you need to pause. Maybe the money has you blinded. Okay, so as always, if you have a question, ask a question, and I'll see you in the next video.